Okay. Let's begin. I have to get used to sitting in a right spot. How's the audio? Hey crap, I died. Hi Game Endeavor. Audio's good? Cool. Alright, so let's do a little recap of what's been done so far. This is a new project called, well, not a new project, a project. It's the Zelda-like project, except now it's got a proper name to it, and now it's going to be a proper game to it. And everything here is open source, and I encourage anyone who wants to contribute to look in the GitHub in the description and contribute. So if that's something you're interested in, please go check that out. But yeah, it's just it's just some Zelda. We got some screen transitions and whatever. We have some of the actual Zelda screen transitions. Ignore the enemies teleporting, that's got to be fixed eventually. But yeah, that's that. We also have, as you will be seeing a lot in this video, in this stream, we got some multiplayer. So let's take a look at that. So we hit new game, open up this dude, and then press join, and look at that. There's two guys here. They can both move around. That enemy is perfectly synced, and it's all magic. And ignore the spazzing out enemy though. That will probably be fixed today. And then the other magic part is we have both players could go into separate scenes. Now they're in totally different scenes, and they're no longer syncing information to each other, besides which map they're in. It automatically creates the player nodes on everyone's screen and starts syncing the data when necessary, so I thought that was a pretty cool system. Been thinking about contributing. I'm a developer by trade, but I've also been producing music for a few years if that's something the project needs. If you could do, if you're able to, oop, lag. Okay, well, alright, we will have to figure that out. If you're able to, if you could do chiptunes or something, like Game Boy style chiptunes, that would be super fantastic. Also, I need to figure out what this is. So the networking is not perfect. Oh, we fixed it. Something, that enemy right there wasn't syncing for some reason. That's unfortunate. I'll figure it out soon. Or, if you have an idea, you could take a look at the source. Anyone in the audience right now, you could take a look at the source and check it out yourself, because that's the kind of project this is. So the plan for today's stream, we're gonna start off by doing something a little time consuming. It's probably only gonna take like 2 minutes. We have to fix up the player animations. The sprite sheet got reordered, and we're just gonna have to go through the animations and replace some stuff. And the reason for that is we're also going to add support for alternate player sprites. And that's gonna mean this player right here, or this player, or both of them, are gonna have their own little thing. So let's see if we can figure that out. Also, if the host, I need to fix that too. If the host closes the server, this guy bugs out. But if clients close their game, the host is fine. It's only if the host is. So I'll figure that out. Let's start with these sprites though. So if we go right over to, hold on 1 second. I need to grab the new file from Andrew, our artist. Oh my god, Oni. haven't seen you in a little while. But I'll recognize Mr. Razor Trap anywhere. Okay, so let's take this guy. We're gonna need this to be player hurt. We're also going to need, don't look too closely at this, spoilers. We're also going to need some colors from here, just to add the effects for when they get hit. So we're gonna replace that, and this, no, and this, and then this is black. So there's our hurt sprites. So now, if we start the game right now, well, besides the fact that I didn't change the sprite frames, there's also, I'm walking left and right here and it's walking up. I'm walking up here and it's walking to the right. So that's what we have to do right now. We just have to go through and fix that. So first let's set V-frames to 7. And now let's go to all of these, and we're just gonna have to find the proper sprites. Oh, hold on. I have to find the proper sprites and just change it. And for idle up as well. I guess we could also just rename the stuff, but I feel like this will be faster. Okay, so those are already good. Push down, push side needs to be changed. Bam, bam. Push up needs to be this and this. Swing side is totally messed up. Interesting. Is player 2 going to be a different color Link? Well, first of all, it's not Link. I'm not trying to get sued here. It's going to be a different, we have an entirely separate sprite sheet, and you'll see in a second. But first I just need to change all this. Maybe a female? Maybe indeed. Where is, okay. Bam. Oh my god. That, and I guess all the swings, yep, all the swings are broken. Done. And then swing up is next, and I think the rest are going to be easy fixes as well. Walk down, walk side needs to be changed. And walk up. So let's try this. Seems to be working. Swinging seems to be working. Okay, I don't know why the sword offset is off now. There's no reason that should be different. Interesting, but easy fix. Pushing, yep, all looks good. By the way, we also have dialog boxes. You like that? So, let's show you the new player. I haven't even seen this in gameplay yet, so I'm going to be reacting to this along with everyone else. Bam! Ain't she a cutie? So, Andrew did all of this on his channel, and now I'm going to plug his channel right now. So head up into that YouTube search bar, put in the Retro Dragon, click this one, or here, just click this, and subscribe. Subscribe. If you like art, then subscribe. If you like pixel art, it's just spreading out pixel art with some cool chiptunes in the background. So, yeah, it's sick. So, okay, the sword, I think we're gonna have to make the sword a different color, just so that it's the same for both of them. We also have to fix those offsets, but I'll get to that. Push animations look good. Looks really good. Oh man, this is awesome. Yes, I basically asked if, because the first sprite, way back when, I asked him if it could be based off of Link from Link's Awakening. This one, I asked if it could be based off of Marin from Link's Awakening. And, I mean, that sprite looks just like her. So, oh man, I like this a lot. So now we could add a character select. Now, how are we gonna do that? So I guess we'll start with the menu and then we'll have to figure out the rest from there. So let's get a menu working in single player first. And see what we can do. So, yeah. Let's go here. By the way, this menu right here, I used to have a really ugly ass menu. Not that this is spectacular because there's no art yet, but look at these buttons. This was a contribution on the GitHub from someone else other than me. So that's fun. Now I'm gonna add some of my own stuff to it. So let's add a panel. There it is. So it looks like that. I need to add the theme that he made right here, TetraForce, T-R-E-S. Okay, so that adds the color. Sweet. I think character select, I think this is gonna be moved up, and we'll see how this all looks with the logo eventually. Andrew just needs to whip up a pixel art version. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I don't know how long art takes. But I mean, he made that check this out. He made this entire overall tile set in like 2 hours. Maybe like 3 hours. Look at that. And there's more. I don't have all of it displayed here. But he did all this last night. Oh, my dog wants to come in. Hold on. What? What do you want? Go away. Oh, cutie. He wants food, but it's not time yet. So, yeah, let's see what we gotta do. I'm not a menu guy. So, no idea how this is gonna work. Any additional sound effects planned for enemies, for like enemies shooting the spears? Yeah, once I find someone who could give sound effects. I know there's a program that lets you generate them, and I know someone could probably whip those up in like real quick. But hey, Andre. But I'm very particular about my sound effects in games, so I might just do that myself. Unless someone else is also really good at it. I'm not a menu guy. Makes 2 pulls for stars. Okay, 1 pull. 1 pull with 1 redo. And the second one was necessary in order to get the best product we could have. If I was a menu guy, I wouldn't have asked. I like them apples. So, how are we gonna do this? I think I just want 2 buttons that'll let you go back and forth, you know? I don't know. We'll see. This is gonna have its own script because I don't want to muddy everything. So, okay, so it automatically kept that button here. That is nice to see. So let's make 2 buttons. Okay. Wait, can I like... No, I can't. Unfortunate. Okay. Something like that. And something like this. How lazy is that? I love it. Okay. So now let's make this actually work. We need, yeah, so let's see. How y'all doing tonight? Any of you working on anything fun? If any of you want to work on this, like I said, the source is available, and I'm always looking for contributions, so we want to connect back. What are the signals? We want pressed. Just chilling playing some Circle of the Moon. I'm gonna Google that. Oh, Castlevania. No. D&D. No, Castlevania. Okay. Nice. I never got too far in any Castlevania game, which is a damn shame. Especially since the main game I'm working on is super Castlevania inspired. But you know what? That's just fine. So back pressed, pass. Forward pressed, pass. And now we want... I'm making art assets and hating life. I can't wait to get back to programming. I feel that. That's why you find someone who could draw everything for you and never draw again. It's funny, Andrew, the artist who does everything, every single game that I worked on, he does the art for every single thing. He didn't find me on Twitter or Reddit or anything. Like, I'm sure a lot of people found me. I mean, eventually it was just YouTube search. But he found me like a few months into when my channel was growing, when I just started doing streams. He just looked up Zelda Godot and then saw that I was streaming and then just started talking and then started emailing me about, hey, do you want art? I'm like, yeah. Now he does art for everything. It's awesome. What do I want to name these guys? Guy is gonna be this. Oops. This. Wait, can I do... I think I could just do guy? No? Comma. Not C++. Identify guy, okay. Var guy. No. What? How do you do dictionaries again? Sorry. Can this be a string? I kind of want it to be a string. There we go. Okay. Guy and gal. And you know, we'll get creative eventually. But creativity is not what I'm here for. I'm here to get some cool shit to show up on screen. So what we're gonna do is do selected minus equals wrap integer selected equals selected minus 1 0 and options size. So we're gonna have to fill in this list with all the paths to skins, and then this will be our selector. And then this is gonna be the same thing, but +1. And we're gonna do update preview. Just got a text, an item on my wish list is on sale. What could that be? No, don't care. So update preview, we're gonna do preview texture equals load options how do I do this? Can I put an index in there? How do you work with dictionaries? I want to get just a number.
Wait.
Options values of. I think just this. That might work. Then we're gonna do this and see if that works. Nice. So that should work with any number of characters. We just have to add it to that list. Cool. Let me turn my heater off. 1 second. Hold on, gotta position myself. There we go. 2 new people joined the Discord. Thank you very much. For updates on this project, join the Discord. Might be able to simplify it down at options selected. Probably. But wouldn't that ask for the key? Yeah, that would ask for the key instead. But we want to get the... Because then that would ask for, like... It would have to say, like, options gal or options guy, you know? But this way we could just take all the values as an array and then just get the number. I've been using it and messing with arrays constantly, and I still mess it up, so I feel it. So now we have to... Oh, my dog's barking. There's other people in there, though. Sorry for extra noise. So now what we have to do... We're gonna want, basically, in our network here, we want the host. The host is going to keep track of what skins every player is using. So when the game starts, once someone connects to the server, the host is going, or the client is going to tell the host, hey, I'm playing as Guile, or whatever skin it's going to be. And then the server will be like, okay, and then write it down, and then send the list to everyone. Then, when the other people have to worry about spawning player nodes, it's just gonna have that list on hand, and then be like, oh, ID 567 whatever, the random ID assigns to someone, looks like he's playing as Guy, so pick Guy. So I think that's how we're gonna do it. So we're just gonna need, by the way, how is the text size? Someone commented on the stream yesterday saying, I think he said something like he's gonna go blind if he has to read the tiny text size for another second. So I thought I'd make the UI a little bigger for this stream. And it is a little annoying to work with, but you know, I'd rather people be able to read it. Wait, hold on. First of all, we're going to want my skin by default to equal this. But that's not going to matter because this, hold on, character select. This isn't going to update preview, this is going to update the entire skin. We're going to do network my skin equals this. Not the image itself, just the path. And then yeah, so on ready, we're going to, now on initialize, this is where we're going to RPC to the server what skin we're using. So let's create some functions. So this is going to be remote func receive my skin and it's going to be skin and ID. Do I usually do ID first or do I do thing first? I do ID first. ID skin. And then what we're going to do with that is the server is going to receive this and then say, okay, player skins for ID is going to equal skin. And then afterwards, it's going to RPC to everyone else, receive player skins. Also, these could be underscore. Apparently, it is good practice to put underscores on things that aren't going to be called by outside classes. I think that's what they're meant for. So, receive player skins, it's going to be player skins equals skins. So every time they receive a skin, we're going to RPC receive player skins skin. And then yeah, I guess on initialize, we're going to RPC ID to the server, receive my skin, and that should create the list for everyone. we don't have to worry about removing stuff because I doubt like hundreds of players are gonna join into a server without it getting refreshed. If that ends up being the case, awesome, we'll have 100 people playing this game. But I'm gonna assume not gonna happen. So let's see. We want for the player. So we have these guys. Texture default equals sprite.texture. So I think if we set the texture right away, we should be good. And by that I mean in-game add player, new player get node sprite texture equals network player skins ID. I don't know if that's gonna work. Immediate crash. Yes. Invalid get. Huh. Attempt to call function get path in base null instance on a null instance. Oh, well the server doesn't have a skin set. So where do we do that? If get tree is network server, player skins 1 equals my skin. I think that's good. Nope. Invalid set. Okay, we need to load it. And then I think it's good. Sweet. So we have the regular player. Will we have the alternate player? Yes. Now will we have the alternate player's hit effects? Yes. Okay, perfect. Now let's test if this works in multiplayer. New game. Nope. What's wrong? What are you talking about? Okay. I don't see why anything should have broken there. Let's take another look. Okay. What are they saying? On. Failed to get cached path from RPC, overrolled 1. So it's not creating the player for some reason. Why not? There's no reason anything I just changed should have ruined everything. What did I even change? Let me check the differences. None of this sprite stuff should have broken anything. Yeah, we added character select. That shouldn't matter. This RPC stuff. Shouldn't result in, like, this is the only thing we added there. Like, if we take that out, will it fix it? Wait, wrong script. Okay, well that picked to the wrong thing there. Interesting. This... So they picked the wrong skin, but worked. So what about this line does it not like? New player, get node sprite, texture, equals load, network player skins get ID. What's wrong with that? And why is it freaking out? That got us the lady. This gets us the dude. But when this is commented out, it just gives us the lady. I guess that makes sense. That's what we set the thing to last. Okay. Cool. Fair. But, why does this break on a networked connection? Could it be that the list here isn't getting sent in network? Let's print player skins and see what they have to say for themselves. So yeah, one is that. Sure, cool, like it. This, so it's not receiving the list. Why? Why is that? It would make sense that neither of the players are showing up if it doesn't know what sprite to set it to. But why doesn't it know what sprite to set it to? Initialize the RPC ID to the server, receive my skin. I spelled that correctly, right? There we go. Okay, that should do it. That should fix it. Forgotten argument. Okay. Let's remove, or no, let's keep it for now. See if it bugs out. Talking about the print statement. So, lady, that's there. And dude doesn't work. Why? Is the RPC call is probably never getting called. Receive player skins. Well, first of all, we could send this out right away. Well, no, it doesn't matter because there's no... Oh! Hold on. Let's try sending this on player connected. Let's just see. In fact, let's just get this to work first by... Wait, what was that? What was the argument I sent there? Receive player skins equals RPC. No, don't do that. RPC with player skins. Okay, ding dong. I think that might fix it. Because that'll happen every time a player joins. Disappeared from existence. Why? In fact, super disappeared from existence because health is gone. What is that? I mean, showing up here. Okay, interesting. Invalid get index overworld. Why? Why? And it showed up for a second there, for some reason. So my theory is this isn't getting RPC'd fast enough. So let's do something weird. If I don't know. That's my theory, is it's trying to create the player, but it doesn't have the player skin yet. So if we wait until it has player skins, no, it definitely did have player skins there. See, that print statement never gets called. It's not explaining why he's dead. Like, if we take out... Okay, so this didn't do anything. If we take out this... If we take out this... Will he work? Like, the issues I'm running into here, I feel like shouldn't be messing with anything else. So it works there, so, I mean... I guess let's initialize him first. I don't know. Player gets right. Let's just like wait half a second. Let's just see. This way. Oh, sorry. Okay, so that did something there, half a second in. Texture default. I don't know. What? Oh. Could that have been related? Okay, so that updated for that player. Okay, that works. Now, does this work without the yield statement? Because I would rather not have a break. I would rather it just happen. You know? Works with player 1. But the issues have been with player 2. Works with player 2. Okay, we got custom character support. Splendid. It should work between rooms, yep. Not custom character support. Pre-built alternate character support. We got multiple characters. And there will be some degree of customization, like colors and stuff. I'll have to figure out how to do the colors. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Get them both out here. And there we go. Is this like a multiplayer Zelda thing? It sure is. And if you take a look in the description, I have a GitHub repository where you could take a look at the code. And if anyone here wants to contribute to the code, anyone is free to make any pull requests they want. And we also have a Discord server where if you don't want to contribute, cool, join the Discord server and you could discuss the game, leave suggestions, see progress. If you do want to contribute, you could communicate with us. Link's health just got filled by going in the cave. Yeah, I don't have, like, I'm not saving that. It's just on the player object, and the player objects get deleted and recreated on exit. It's going to be an easy fix. I'm just going to move the health variable to network, which is or to any auto load. I'm going to have like a player state singleton, and that's going to handle everything like that. Dude, this is a nice screenshot. This is a nice screenshot. This is going right here. And here. And here. And here. Okay. Cool. And by the way, if it wasn't clear by the multiple windows, this is also online multiplayer. So you'll be able to play with your friends. I already tested this with someone in Canada, so, and I'm in Chicago. We had a good, I don't know geography, some amount of many miles between us, and it worked. Well, just one man, you can play with me, and you can play with everyone in our Discord server. We're your friends now. You gotta join it. Welcome, Max, to my Discord server, but just to be clear, there are 2 Discord servers in the description. There's one that's for my channel, which is a much larger Discord server, and then there's another one that is for TetraForce. So just one man just got into the Discord server for TetraForce. Welcome. Yeah. But yeah, this game, it's growing pretty quickly, and I'm quite happy with the progress. So, like this multiple character support, honestly wasn't expecting to get this done within a half hour. I mean, it was 50 minutes. So I was right. But I expected it to take like an hour, maybe more, and I probably would have quit and stopped streaming halfway through, and then figured it out like as soon as I stopped and be like, oh, but no, we got it. Just some buttons and a list. Hope Nintendo don't end TetraForce. Well, I mean, we're using all our own assets. It's just heavily inspired by Zelda, and it's free, and it's open source. We're not selling any of this. It's, if Nintendo, here's what I think. First of all, Nintendo is not as evil as everyone makes them out to be. Of course, they're going to shut things down that are like products that they're selling. Like Pokemon's always going to get shut down. AM2R had to get shut down because they were making their own remake. Anything that's directly, like, just directly competing, like, if someone makes a Mario game, yeah, it's gonna get shut down. But we're not infringing on any copyrights here. We're not using any of their graphics. We're not using any of their music. We're not using any of their IP whatsoever. There's nothing Zelda about this other than very similar art and gameplay mechanics. But, I mean, there's games on the eShop that are straight Zelda ripoffs. And I don't want to say ripoffs, because, I mean, if I'm going to call those ripoffs, then this is a ripoff too. But no, these are all just inspired games. So, A, I don't think it's within Nintendo's right to shut this down. B, if they do decide to shut it down, oof. But they usually don't just sue. And C, what was C? They're probably not even going to see this. They shut down. I'm not monetizing this in any way. And it's not using any of Zelda's IP. It's its own thing. It's just very similar art styles. And I've done other Zelda fan game stuff on my channel in the past. I've done many fan games on my channel in the past, just quick experiments. So I've had this discussion many times, and I'm always happy to have it again. But basically, Nintendo's probably not going to look at this project and decide to shut it down. And even if they do decide to shut it down, it's only going to get shut down. I highly doubt they're going to sue me for... Like, if they decide they want to sue me, that's their decision. And even if it has no grounds, it's still... If they decide to do that, yeah, but they have no... Don't forget that it costs them money to open up lawsuits, too. And they're not going to waste money on some project that's not even doing anything... Like, especially not even doing anything wrong here. And you could say that other fan games aren't doing anything wrong, but things like AM2R are obviously going to get shut down. Like, it's too good of a project, and it's straight up a Metroid game. It's straight up. Now, I think, personally, what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Or no, what my theory on AM2R with Nintendo, AM2R being the Metroid 2 remake. If y'all aren't aware, it got shut down by Nintendo a few weeks after it got released. But the thing is, this game was in development for 10 years. And before the release date, he had, I don't know if anyone remembers this, he had a month countdown timer saying exactly when the full release was going to be. That was just there, and it got a lot of press saying AM2R is getting released. Oh my god. But Nintendo waited a few weeks after release. It got a few bug fix patches before getting shut down. And then, yeah, now that guy is working on Ori and the Blind Forest 2, and I'm pretty sure... Did Ori 1 get released on Switch? Ori 1's on Switch, so someone who worked on that, blah blah blah, whatever. And frickin' Undertale. The original Toby Fox started off by making Earthbound ROM hacks. Megalovania is from an Earthbound Halloween hack. So, yeah, they never sued the Mario Portal guys. That's still around. There's so many fan games that are still around. There's so many. Zelda Classic. Zelda Classic has been out for like decades. This is Zelda Maker. And this has been out forever. So I always get a little bit annoyed when people bring up the, hey, oh, fan game, we're gonna get sued. Like, I'm not annoyed at the people asking because it's a genuine concern, and thank you for being concerned. But there's so many that are doing much more than I am. This is straight up. When you download this game, it's straight up just Zelda 1. Like, it's... Plus it has, like, hundreds of extra things. Mine is not Zelda. It's inspired, but it's not Zelda. Yeah, Redigit, creator of Terraria, made Super Mario Bros. X, is what he's talking about. And I'm pretty sure this one got shut down because their original domain was mario.com. And, you know, no, don't do that. But this is still around. That's the magic of open source games. Is they don't cease to exist because of a cease and desist. That kind of rhymed. But yeah, Redigit made this game. It's spectacular. And then this was the original Mario Maker. This let you make entire worlds and stuff, and people are still making content for this game. It's great. And now Redigit has Terraria on the Switch, so yeah. Redigit has Terraria on Switch, 3DS, and Wii U. So, no bad blood either. Not only were they not sued, they were shut down, yeah, but they were not sued. I believe no fan game has been sued, but of course, if they were sued, then they wouldn't be able to talk about it. So yeah. But all the mainstream fan games that everyone likes to mention when they tell me, hey, don't do this, they all just got cease and desists. Because it's not worth Nintendo's time to shut this down. Lord Spastic said earlier, you're 100% not worth the money to sue you outside of a cease and desist. Yeah. Exactly. It's not worth their time or money. Especially considering there's no grounds for it. This is an original game. Not an original concept, no. Very inspired. But there's so many games that are inspired by other Nintendo games. As long as it's not using Link and Zelda in them, they have nothing to worry about because it's not directly competing. And the fan games that do use their IP are also usually fine if they're not selling it. If they're not monetizing it in any way, they're usually fine. They might get shut down if they're really big and really high quality and they're using the IP, yeah. But otherwise, no point in worrying about it. There's no point in walking outside in the rain and being afraid you're gonna get struck by lightning. It's like, sure, it could happen, yeah, but come on. Yes?
There's pasta.
Okay, check this out. I got a green screen. And a webcam. Isn't that neat? Takes up my entire room. It's supposed to fit in that bag, but I don't know how you're supposed to fit it in there. It exploded as soon as I took it out. Alright. It also comes down to law. The less you defend your IP, the weaker your case will be when you do have to really defend it. I'm pretty sure that's with trademarks. But I'm not super familiar on the specifics. Or maybe that is with IP. I don't know. Either way, I'm not using their IP, so it's all good. Now, that was a long tangent. What was I working on? First of all, we could push this to source because it works now. So if y'all want to download that right now, you can go ahead. We're running off of Godot 3.2 Alpha 3. And everything that I just did, you can go on and work on. Now, all that being said, and I shouldn't say that on camera, these sound effects I do have to replace. I'm not playing them on the video because I shouldn't, but these sound effects need to be replaced. In fact, I should just remove them all right now, but they don't play without some fiddling anyway, so it's fine. It's fine. I have other Zelda stuff on my channel that they could have sued me for, but they're not going to. It's just not how they operate. Like, I'm waiting for the clip of this to come out in a year when I'm in handcuffs walking to my cell because of my free Zelda fan game that wasn't even Zelda. That'll be fun. So, okay, let's stop printing this. Okay, so what is next? First of all, I should move that up. I wish I had that in the last comment. But, oops. Another thing, this doesn't even matter. I just want to set the background color to black. No, that's too dark. We'll figure out the background. Eventually. So, gonna be honest. You know, my sister just came in my room telling me that food was ready. Animate the player moving. Okay, yeah. I was just about to say I'm gonna call it a day, but nah, yeah. If y'all have suggestions, I will sit here until all the good ones are good and done. Oops. Loop that, autoplay that, speed it up. That sprite's kind of goofy now that I look at it. It's just her titties moving side to side and her bangs, and everything else is perfectly still. Yeah, I did not notice that earlier. Okay, I will let Angie know. That's a quick push. Pressure plates? What do you mean? Like start adding puzzle elements? I'm not ready to start adding puzzle elements right now. There's still some engine work to be done. One thing I would like to do is, you know, I need all the classic Zelda puzzles, like push a block, door opens, or push a block in a certain way that you have to reset the room to retry, or ooh, kill all the enemies in this room in order for the room to and then you can go. Stuff like that. But I think I want those to be a little more complex than just doors that open. It would be nice if I can make like chests. Like if we could have some sort of basic scripting system. I don't even want to call it scripting, just basic like events, condition and event system, where if you kill all the enemies in this room, then an event happens, and that event could be a door opening or a chest opening. But the question is, how much use would that actually be? Like, it sounds kind of neat, but it would also be a lot of work, and I feel like you're only gonna ever need to use it for doors and chests. So you might as well just make a separate door and chest for that purpose, you know? But that's something I'd like to think about. I'm hungry. So this is going to be a short stream. I'm going to do streams often. I'm also going to be making videos often. By the way, if you're here for my Zelda tutorials, Patreon, the first one's up. It's been a week since it came up, so the second one's already drafted out. I have to upload it today or tomorrow. I'll get it out. But Zelda 3.2, we have episode 1 and soon to be episode 2. All you have to do is pay $1 and get early access. But if you don't like recurring payments, that's fine. Just wait a couple months until 3.2 stable comes out, and I'll be making videos again. So, planning on keeping the mechanics similar to the base Zelda games, or are you planning on adding more RPG elements, i.e. quests or skills? So it's probably going to be pretty similar to Zelda. Quests would be interesting. I mean, Zelda has side quests. It would pretty much, there would have to be some sort of world flag system where, oh, you talk to this guy, now this thing's different. And then basically you could chain those together to make quests. And something like that is a lot easier to do than it sounds, so that's definitely going to be in. But skills, probably not. Maybe like item upgrades. Definitely item upgrades. Definitely going to want item upgrades and stuff. The thing to note is we basically have to make just a full Zelda game here. Like, at its base, this is just a Zelda game. There are 2 extra features that'll make it more replayable. Hello, drunkard. There are 2 extra features that will make it more replayable, being the multiplayer and the randomizer stuff, which I haven't even began to think about because we need a full game to even start the randomizer. But that's the thing. This game is going to be a full Zelda game at its heart, and then there's going to be this extra stuff. So, plus there's going to be custom content support. I want it to be sort of like Zelda Classic, maybe not as in-depth as Zelda Classic, as close to Zelda Classic as I can get it, where people can make their own dungeons, worlds, entire Zelda games basically. As close as I can get to that as possible, gonna do it, because Zelda Classic's pretty old now, and it doesn't have multiplayer, so we can make our own. And there's also another thing called Adventure Maker Zelda, and this is sick. Every time I see this, I want to stop working on my own thing, because this guy's making this game and it's amazing. But this is its own thing, because this thing, Adventure Maker, is kind of like a new Zelda Classic. And this eventually would be nice to get the custom stuff, but at its heart, it's just going to be a full Zelda game that's multiplayer and has randomizer elements built in. Because I've been playing a lot of Ocarina of Time online recently, and the game's so fun. And you play with randomizers, you can just play it forever. So I was thinking, why don't I do that? So I am. And so can all of you if you want. The problem is Zelda Classic isn't mobile. I've been wanting to recreate that sword spin dash attack from Adventure Maker. I haven't actually played Adventure Maker, so I don't exactly know what you're talking about. But speaking of which, it would be cool. One thing that I'd like, that I've just wanted to make in my own Zelda game for a while, is, you know how in Link's Awakening, if you shot a bomb and an arrow at the same time, you'd get a bomb arrow? I'd like more, or if you do Pegasus Boots and the Rock's Feather at the same time, you get a super long jump. I'd like to have a bunch of item combinations like that. Like maybe if you do a spin attack in the air with the Rock's Feather, it does like a down thrust that does a shockwave around you or something like that. Or maybe if you have the power bracelet equipped and you hold out the sword button for extra long, you do a better spin attack. Stuff like that. I think it would be interesting, but we're still pretty far from that being possible because, I mean, we just got overworld support in yesterday. So, we'll see. But I'm going to go eat. I'm not going to stream anymore tonight, but I am going to be making more stuff tonight. So if you want to keep up with that, join the Discord. It's right down in the description below. So, see y'all later.